Alright, so today's lesson is 2.3, subtracting integers. So this is kind of a review of 1.11 and 2.2. So you'll notice the steps are kind of similar to what you've done before. So step 1 is to change the subtraction sign to addition. Step 2 is to change the second number to its opposite, or change the number that is right after the addition sign to its opposite. And step 3 is to follow the rules of addition. So let's look at example 1. 4 minus 7. So step 1 says to change the subtraction sign to addition. Step 2 says to change the second number, or the number right after the addition, to its opposite. So the opposite of positive 7 is negative 7. So then you're going to follow the rules of addition. So you have a positive number and a negative number. And so since they're different, you're going to subtract. 7 minus 4 is 3. And since 7 is negative, the 3 is negative, because you take the sign of the bigger number. Step 2, or example 2. Let's look at that one. Negative 6 minus 5. Change your subtraction sign to addition. Change your positive 5 to a negative 5. You have a negative 6 and a negative 5. They're both the same sign, so if they're both the same signs, you're going to add. So 6 plus 5 is 11, and you're going to take the sign of both of them. They're both negative, so it's negative 11. So what I'd like you to do is press pause and try 3, 4, 5, and 6 on your own. When you're ready, go ahead and push play. So you should have changed your subtraction sign to addition and made negative 7 a positive 7. You'll notice that they're both the same sign, so 2 plus 7 is 9, and this 9 stays positive since 2 and 7 are positive. Looking at number 4, change your subtraction sign to addition. You're going to make your 10 a negative 10 because it's the number right after your addition sign, and you do the inverse. You have a positive and a negative. They're both different. So that means that you have to subtract. 10 minus 8 is 2. You take the sign of the bigger number, which is 10, and 10 is negative, so the 2 has to be negative. Again, number 5. Change your subtraction sign to addition. The negative 6 becomes a positive 6. You have a negative number and a positive. They're different, so that means you have to subtract. 9 minus 6 is 3. And you take the sign of the bigger number, which is 9, and 9 is negative, so 3 has to be negative. Number 6, change your subtraction sign to addition. Change your negative 14 to positive 14. You have a positive and a positive, so that means you have to add. So your answer is 20, and since they're both positive, 20 stays positive. Let's look at problems 7 and 8. They're a little bit different, but just one more thing. So you have negative 7 minus 5 plus negative 3. So change your subtraction sign to addition. This 5 becomes a negative 5. Now everything here is addition. So now you're going to work with these two problems. A negative 7 minus 5. Since they're both the same, you're going to add. So this would be 12. And since they're both negative, the 12 becomes a negative. Now you're going to add plus negative 3. 12 plus negative 12 plus negative 3, they're both negatives, so you know you have to add, so that's 15. And since they're both negatives, it would be a negative 15. Try number 8 on your own. Press pause, and when you're done, go ahead and push play again. So you should have changed your subtraction sign to addition. The 9 becomes a negative 9. Change this subtraction sign to addition, and the negative 5 changes to a positive 5. So now you do the first two. You have a positive and a negative. They're different, so that you know you have to subtract. So this would be negative 6 because 9 is negative, plus negative 5. They're both the same signs, negative and a negative, so you know you have to add. And the answer is a negative 11 because they're both negatives. So now copy down this. Evaluate negative a, or a minus b for each set. This is like yesterday's lesson. So let's try number 9. So rewrite. a minus b, replace your variable with the number, so it'll be 6 minus 24. Now it's like problems 1 and 2. Change your subtraction sign to addition, make that negative 24. So you have a positive and a negative, so you know you have to subtract. So this would be 18. And since 24 is negative, 18 has to be negative. So try number 10 on your own. Push pause. When you're ready, push play. All right, so you should have written a minus b. Replace your a with negative 10. Replace b with negative 12. Okay, change your subtraction sign to addition. Make 12 a positive 12 because it's right after the addition sign. You have a negative and a positive, so you know you have to subtract. So 12 minus 10 is 2, and the 2 stays positive because 12 is positive.